Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be looking at a cool, crazy KDP activity book niche, and that's crossword puzzle books, and it's huge with the potential for some big profits. Now, if you've not been here before, my name's Marles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. And if you like videos like that, then give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also smash that notification bell to receive notifications of when I produce more videos like this. So we're going to be looking at crossword puzzle books today, and as I said, it's huge with the potential for a lot of profits. Now in this video what we're going to be doing is looking at the niche, which is a big niche, so we're also going to be looking at a couple of interesting sub niches as well. Then I'm going to show you some ways of creating the interiors, and then we're going to be looking at the all important keywords. Now in any online business, whether you're creating courses, selling on Amazon, eBay, you've got your own website and you're selling products again or courses, keywords are key, because that's how people are finding stuff. They're typing in keywords into their computer on the internet, and whatever comes up in the searches, that's what they're going to find and that's what they're going to buy. So that's very important. So that will be the third bit of the video. So let's go and have a look at crossword puzzles. Now what I normally do is, when assessing a niche, is just put in a general search term. So I'm going to put in crossword puzzles, and we can see this is big. We've got 10,000 search results, so there's a lot of competition here. And the number of searches, I've got it up here in the top left hand corner, the number of searches on Google per month is about 550,000. It is massive, and as such we can expect a lot of competition. So what I normally do, put in a general keyword and just look at what sort of bestsellers ranks these books are achieving. And if we scroll down here, we can see we've got bestsellers ranks at 2,000, 3,000, 1,500. Again, all in the low numbers. Anything below 10,000 is brilliant. So if we want to get an idea of how many of these books are selling per month, we can go over to our Amazon book sales calculator. So what I'll do is I'll put in a conservative number. Let's put in, say, 3,000. A lot of them were around about 2,000, but we'll use that and we'll calculate sales. So even at 3,000, they're still selling 979 books per month. That's about 65 a day. Now, if you consider that, if you're making $2 per profit per book, that's nearly $2,000 per month in royalties, which is excellent for one book. But some of these bestsellers ranks were less than 3,000, and obviously will be selling more and making more. But as we can see, 10,000 search results is very competitive. The chances of you getting your book seen without using Amazon ads would be very difficult, because you'd be competing with all these other books. And you can see that a lot of these books also have a lot of reviews as well. So that's given them extra oomph, extra power in their ranking on Amazon. And you'd be starting off from scratch, no reviews and no sales history. So it'd be very difficult to get up there. So we've been looking at some sub niches, and I'll go into that in a bit more detail when we do look at our keywords. But just as an example of some, I noticed that Bible crossword puzzles were very lucrative. We've got search results of 813. Now most of the keywords I target, I try to go for search results of 1,000 or less, which means we've got a reasonable chance of getting our books ranked and seen and bought on Amazon. But it'd only be worthwhile doing that if we're getting sales. So let's see if these books are getting sales. Well, straight away we can see 33,000 for bestsellers rank, 21,000, 23,000. That's a bit higher, 531,000. And again, 73,000, 52,000, all respectable bestsellers rank. So let's take a figure of, say, 40,000, put that into our calculator. Still 112 sales per month. Let's look at the prices of these books. $7.99, $7.98, $5.99, $6.99, $8.99. If we take somewhere in the middle, say $7.99, that would give you around about $2.50 profit per book, and on sale of 112 books you'd be looking at $240, almost $300 per month on a book. And these books are not complicated to produce, so if you've got one producing that amount, it would fit nicely into your whole portfolio of books, and of course you could create more than one and create a nice income. So another one I found was Spanish, crossword puzzles in Spanish, and when I put that into the Amazon search bar, there's only 318 results, which means it would be very easy, or not too hard anyway, to get your book ranked on Amazon and start making some sales. So let's have a look and see what the bestsellers ranks are. Now, I normally target keywords that have at least 3 books on the first page with bestsellers ranks of less than 300,000, because I want to make sure I'm going to get some sales. I want to get some remuneration for the work I've put in. So if we scroll down here, we'll ignore these are word search books. But we've got this crossword book here, 39,000. 90,000, that's a bit high. 550,000, got another one here, don't think that's Spanish, 181,000. So this fulfills the criteria. Is another one, 110,000. So this fulfills the criteria of having 3 or more books with bestsellers ranks less than 300,000. So even at 100,000, you'd still be making 48 sales per month. So again, you'd be looking at sort of $125, $130 per month just from one book, which is not too shabby at all. And another thing you can do is combine crosswords with other puzzle types such as Sudoku and word search, which from my keyword research shows that they are quite popular as well. So let's look at solutions on how we can create these crossword puzzle book interiors. Now, the only solutions I could find were paid for. They weren't particularly expensive and be a worthwhile investment if you are considering doing this seriously. I did find some free crossword puzzle generators, but it appeared that they didn't allow you to use the crossword puzzles commercially. But the options I'm going to show you do. Now, the first one I found was PuzzleWiz, and now I think this is made by the same people that do BookBolt. And for this software, you can produce Sudoku, crossword puzzles, and word search puzzles. And the price of this was $9.95 per month. Now, I've not used this software, so I can't tell you if it's any good or not, but if it is produced by the BookBolt people, they produce quality software, so I'd have no doubts that this, would be a good investment. The next one I found was Crossword Labs. Now, I like this for a number of reasons, but the only tricky thing is getting the crosswords you produce onto something like PowerPoint, but I'll show you how to do that. There is a good solution. Now, if we go to the About page, we go down, you can use these commercially, and you don't even have to put attribution to Crossword Labs on there. So you can create your own crossword with clues. Now, just click on here, need to see an example, and what you do is you put in the word there. So the first word would be the word in the crossword puzzle, and then you put the clue after. And then you would just click on save and finish. Now, with this, you can download as a PDF. So just click on Word PDF, print, and then click on PDF. And this will open the PDF, and you just click on download. Now, the problem is this is a PDF, which is a bit tricky to edit. So what you need to do is go to smallpdf.com, and they have a range of tools related to PDFs on their website. And what we need for this, if you're using a Windows computer, is to convert it to a PowerPoint file. You can also convert it to a JPEG and then just transport that into Keynote or PowerPoint. But if we just go and click on the PDF to PowerPoint version, and all we do is drag across the file, and it's telling me I've reached my free limit. But this is one I did earlier. So you can see here, it just transfers it across to PowerPoint, and you can just edit these various components, move them across, align it all up so it looks nice. You can enlarge it, move it down the page if you like to center it a bit, like so, and you could change the title to whatever you wished. And then what you would do is just download the PowerPoint files, copy and paste, and create your book that way. So it's fairly straightforward. But what I do like about Crossword Labs is there are lots of crosswords that you can use, and you can just search for a theme here. Now I've done this in a previous video and I put in dinosaur. So we want to create a dinosaur themed crossword book or activity book. So we could just click on one and we've got our crossword here with all the clues. And again, like I've just shown you, you can download it as a PDF, send it across to PowerPoint. Now, what you will need with this is the answer key if you're going to get these crosswords, and that's where you're going to need to pay. For your own crosswords that you create, you don't, but if you want to use other people's crosswords, you do. And to get that or access to that, you'd need to pay $9.95 for a lifetime membership, again, which I think is a reasonable investment if you're looking at doing this as your source of income. Now, the other service I found was puzzlemaker.com, and you can do word searches here and crossword puzzles. So let's click on crossword puzzles. And so with this, you would, again, similar to the other software I've just shown you, you put in your word, this time a slash, and then the clue. Now they're giving us some examples, clues here, so I'll just copy and paste those just to speed things up a bit. And I'll just put in another couple of clues. I'll put in London slash capital of England. And we can create our puzzle. Click on create puzzle. And as I said, this is a paid version, and I'll show you what that means. Now with this, we get our crossword puzzle, which is down here. We can also preview the solution there. Now if we want to download this, we can download it as a PDF or a JPEG file or a PNG file, which is very easy to just drag across into PowerPoint or Keynote. So click on print next. Now for this, you've got two options of payment. I would choose the better puzzle option, and for that you would pay $14.95 for the year. So you would click on there and you'll be able to download your crossword and the solution in PNG form, and then just drag them across to PowerPoint or Keynote. So those are the options. I think, again, they are paid options, but if you're looking to make money, it's worthwhile investing in your business. Now we come to the all important keywords. I'm going to show you briefly how I do my keyword research, and for this you're going to need two plugins. One is Keywords Everywhere and the other is AMZ's Suggestion Expander, and I'll show you why these are important. So if we go to Amazon, what I would do is start off with just a general keyword like this. Now you'll see that we've got these lists of keywords down the left hand side here, and these are provided by Amazon. And what this is telling us is, one, these are keywords that are being searched for by Amazon, and two, when someone searches for a keyword, Amazon will show these words to customers, and customers will tend to click on these words. So these are valuable keywords because we know they're being searched for and we know customers are clicking on them. So it would make sense to target these keywords for our puzzle books. Now, Keyword Expander does this. It tells us in grey here how many searches per month there are on Google. So if we find a keyword that has little competition on Amazon but does have some Google monthly searches, that means that keyword has got a bit of extra strength, and it's something that just adds that little bit of information that says, okay, this could be a good keyword to target. And also they've added on this new feature, which is this little graph, and it will tell you the searches per month over the last 12 months. And if we go down, if you can look at that list, I can't move my mouse over it, otherwise it'll disappear. But you can see over the last year, searches, say for crossword puzzle books, were about 1,900, 2,400, around that mark. And during the last couple of months, the searches have just gone up. And that's because people are under house arrest, they're at home, they're buying puzzle books to amuse themselves, and they're also changing their online purchasing patterns. Now, to get these figures in that little graph, you do have to pay keywords everywhere, and that's $10 for 100,000 credits. And those credits do last you a long time, unless you're doing hundreds of thousands of keyword searches per day. If you're doing that, you're not going to have much time to create your books. And the other key tool, the other plugin that I've got is AMZ Suggestion Expander. And what that does is gives us these extra keywords here that are also being searched for on Amazon. Now what I do is I take this list of keywords and I'll put them into a spreadsheet. I'll take these lists of keywords and I'll put them into the spreadsheet also. Then what I'll do is, we've got our general search term here, crossword. I'll then go through each letter of the alphabet. So I'll go crossword A. Do the same. Make a list of these keywords. I'll make a note of the number of Google searches per month. Then I'll go to the next letter, B. Do the same. Write down these lists in the spreadsheet. Write down the Google searches per month if there are any. And then what I'll end up with is a big list of keywords. And then I'll go and take each of those keywords and put them into the Amazon search bar. And then I'll look at the number of search results on Amazon and also put that into the keyword list. So what we end up with is a big list of keywords with the Amazon search results and, where they're available, the Google monthly search results. And what I do is then I target those keywords with 1,000 Amazon search results per month or less. So if there's 1,000 results or less, that's a keyword I'm interested in, because it means there's not as much competition for that keyword, there's a good chance of ranking for that keyword, and therefore a good chance of making some sales. And then I'll put each of those keywords in, build up this big spreadsheet. And then when I pick out those keywords with 1,000 searches or less, if they've got Google monthly searches, that's a bit of a plus. And then I'll go and see what comes up in the search results. And if I find there are 3 or more books that have bestsellers ranks less than 300,000, then that tells me that this keyword is worth looking at in more detail. So what I've done is I've built up this list of keywords. As you can see here, there's a large list of 235 keywords. You can build this up yourself. It does take obviously a number of hours because you're having to get each keyword and put it into the Amazon search bar and get the search results. And it does take a good, well, for this was probably about 4 or 5 hours. I've done the work for you. I've put these keywords in my Gumroad shop. If you've been there before, you know I sell keywords there that I've made lists of, and also some free stuff like interiors. So I've put this up on Gumroad. It's just for $2, and if you think $2 is worth 4, 5, 6 hours of your time, then it's worth purchasing. If not, and I appreciate it, you know, if you're not wanting to spend just yet and you're just starting out, then you could just follow the method that I've shown you, create exactly the same keyword list that I've created. And I'll show you how I'd use them. So I'll just take this keyword list that I produced, and we're going to say I was going to produce a book on Bible crosswords. So what I would do is I would look down these Amazon search results and I would say, okay, well, we've got a short tail keyword here, Bible crossword. I might use that as my title because the search results are less than 1,000. Something like Bible crossword puzzle books, search results 5,000, a bit too competitive unless I was using Amazon ads. So I'd put that as my title, and then I'd go down and look at other keywords. Now what I would have done, as I've just mentioned, I would put that into the search bar, make sure there was 3 books with search results with bestsellers ranks less than 300,000. And then I would look down at the longer tail keywords for ideas for my subtitle. So for this, say it was for kids, so I'd put Bible crossword as a title, and I'd look down and go, okay, we've got a couple of keywords here related to kids and teens. Now I'd make my subtitle look natural. So I wouldn't just shove in a keyword into there and leave it at that. I know some people do, and some people will put multiple keywords, but I like to make it look more natural. It still gets the benefits from Amazon search, plus for people it makes it look more natural. I think they tend to buy more if it looks natural rather than just having keywords stuffed in there. So I would probably then, looking at these two, write something like a Bible themed crossword puzzle book for teens and kids. So we're getting additional keywords in there that are not in our titles, such as puzzle, books, teens, kids. And so you see how I would do it, because I know a lot of people do ask in the comments, you know, about keywords in titles and subtitles. So I hope that has been of help. It is a big niche. There are keywords there, and there are plenty in the keyword list that I produce of lower competition keywords. If you are doing Amazon ads, you can attack some of those higher competition keywords. And you can also put those higher competition keywords in the Amazon search bar and see what other results Amazon suggests, which will often have less competition. You can use those as well. So the keyword list is very useful. And I'll put the link to the Gumroad shop in the description below if you're interested in getting those. Otherwise, you can do it yourself for free. So yes, it's a big niche, plenty of sub-niches, plenty of keywords that are not as competitive. So it's something that you can attack, something that you can make money from. And obviously you've got to put in the work, and you've probably got to do a number of these books, you know, spread your net wide, look at doing a few different sub-niches. And so yes, I hope you found that useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, it's very much appreciated. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash that notification bell to get first notification of when I produce similar videos like this, so you can get straight in there, get those keywords and start producing those books before everyone else. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.